I was emailed by a speaker, actually in the Speak Pro Academy, and he was asking me questions like, hey, what plugins do you use for your website? And, oh, should I have a logo like this? And he was asking questions like that. So I had to pimp slap him and kind of remind him of what business he's really in.
How'd you do that?
I see that success is not something you pursue. It is something you are.
There's so many speakers out there who are similar to him, to where they're wondering like, oh, should my logo look like this? And should this be like this? And oh, what do you use to build your PowerPoints? And oh, what plugins do you use on your website? A lot of speakers do this, and I'm gonna remind you of what business you're in. You're in the prospecting business. That's the business that you're in. You are in the business of finding and contacting events. That's how you get on stages. All this other stuff, you messing around with your logo, you messing around with your website 24/7, all this other stuff is you wasting time that you should be spending getting on stages. If you're working on your website, if you're working on your one sheet, if you're working on anything except the things that are actually getting you on stages, you are wasting your time. You're guaranteed to go broke if you don't understand what business you're in. You're guaranteed to not have money if you don't understand that you're in a business of generating leads, of getting events, of contacting those events. If you do things like you're constantly on social media, you're constantly just talking about, oh, let's have a new website, oh, let's do this great logo. If you're constantly doing that, that is why you're not getting on stages. You gotta realize it's about generating leads. You need a reality check. If you're not getting on stages, it's because you're not generating leads. This is a reality check. It's because you're probably posting stuff on Facebook all the time instead of prospecting. You're doing everything except the thing that's gonna get you on stages. Do you know how to generate leads? Do you know how to get on stages? If you don't, you gotta learn. If you don't, buy a program to learn it. If you say, oh, I'm not gonna spend my money, you're gonna be stuck. You're just gonna stay where you are. You gotta realize that there's a time when you gotta say, this is what I want, and this is the problem I have, and here's the solution. You're in the seminar business. Your business is filling up the rooms. That's what your business is. Your business is getting people to come to your events. If you're in the paid keynote business, your business is generating the leads, finding the events, and contacting them to get on those stages. That's the business you're in. You gotta be very careful and truly understand what business you're in. Website design, video stuff, all that stuff you can hire out. If you can't hire out because you really don't have the money, then you're gonna have to learn it to a certain extent. But you wanna spend as little time as possible on it and as much time on what your actual business is. Most people, they destroy their business, they destroy their dreams because they refuse to have a reality check. They refuse to say, I need to generate leads because I'm not generating any, and all this stuff that's out there, no matter what I'm doing, it's not working. So let me go buy a program that shows me how to do this. Instead, they would rather have $500 in their pocket, $5,000 in their pocket, instead of learn this thing that's gonna generate hundreds of thousands of dollars for them. Understand what business you're in. If you don't know how to generate the leads in your business, you will go out of business. Understand what business you're in and then do that thing 24/7.